Alright, welcome guys. This is MTG Deck Techs. We are playing a new game. I will be playing Blue Moon.
Your game has started.
It's a deck that hasn't been seeing a lot of popular play, so I'm playing with a few builds. Most Blue Moon decks are entirely control. Mine is still control, but it has more of a tempo feel. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take a risk on this. I have no idea what my opponent is playing. Some of the cards I've been playing with has been Goblin Dark Dwellers. I've also been playing with Ancestral Vision in the deck. Not sure how I feel about them, but with the additions to the deck, I have had to, I guess, lower the amount of control. Here you can see a little glimpse of the deck. Go ahead and put Snapcaster on the bottom. If my opponent is playing creatures, it's going to be a little bit painful for him. Put it that way. One thing I like about Blue Moon is it can easily turn into... Okay. So with an opening Godless Shrine Thoughtseize, my opponent has to be playing either junk or black-white tokens. I really hope he's playing junk. Huh. My opponent went for my Snapcaster Mage. Not the worst. Now I just have to hope for a land. Alright, my opponent could also be playing Eldrazi and Taxes. I actually forgot about that. As a deck list that ran Thoughtseize main board. That deck normally runs only 2 main board, but my opponent is just playing. It looks like he's just playing black-white tokens. Not exactly a terrible matchup. We'll just take that little ping. Okay. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Let's go ahead and mana leak that. If I just remanded it, he would have played it back again next turn. Okay. He is really tearing into my hand. Not really too sure how I feel about the Dark Dwellers. They seem a little bit slow for a Blue Moon deck, which is weird considering Blue Moon is a control deck. But really not sure how I feel about it. I don't want to waste the lightning bolt. I'm gonna leave them both on top. And we'll pass the turn. Pass the turn. I think my opponent is just waiting for me to tap out. We'll go ahead and get our own. Saves us some time. If I ever hit a Blood Moon, my opponent is probably dead in the water. I know it's just a sit and wait game. There's no way that I can feel comfortable tapping out for my batter skull. It's my main win con, but okay. My opponent tries to flash it back, I'll just remand it and then it's just permanently exiled. There we go. Ah, a little late. And here comes the secure the waste. For everything. It's very rude. But at least I still get my tokens. Which get to be fantastic chump blockers. And next turn... Dang. Wish I had another Ancestral Visions in the graveyard. My opponent just may not be getting what he wants. So let's go ahead and start throwing down answers or some pressure. And we'll just end it there. Next turn we'll just throw down another Batter Skull and just start hammering away. This is the first time I've actually played this deck with the addition of Goblin Dark Dwellers and Ancestral Visions in the deck. Well, that is going to be a bit of an issue. Okay. He does gain life, but his Sorin will be dead. And down goes another Batter Skull. I'm not even going to use the Batter Skull to kill the Sorin. I'll just have it to where my opponent can't do anything with it except depless it. And the next turn I'll swing for 8. And how many more turns do I have on these? Still have another turn after my next turn, so... Two turns from now, I'm going to draw 7 cards. And then I'll be up to 26 life. Feel like counters don't do very well against this matchup. X-Mage is a very good program. I love it. It's free. It lets me play. He's asking for a rollback, so I'm going to. Okay. Because apparently he has something he wants to cast during my turn. It's probably a giant ass secure the waste. Okay. Boo. Uh, Now let me so 1, 2, 3. So my opponent did not want his Soren to die. I wasn't gonna let the Soren live another turn. I don't like my opponent having planeswalkers. Alright. With no tokens, I don't feel like that's a big issue. And here comes the drawing of the cards. Okay. Alright, right now I'm at 7 cards. I'm at 8 cards. Let's go ahead and thin the deck a little bit more. We'll hold off on casting a Goblin Dark Dwellers. Next turn, on his turn, rather, I will Snapcaster Bolt. And then that's pretty much game. Let's see, cast something. Alright, my opponent scooped instead. Very well. So, let's take out dead cards. Roast, I don't want to ping tokens to death. I really don't. The Dalkin Shackles seems kind of dead in this matchup. I'm not a fan of Electrolyze in this either. Burst Lightning. Dispel seems good. Negate seems good. See here, they have maybe Bitter Blossom, Intangible Virtue. I'm gonna take out the Spell Snare. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the Goblin Dark Dwellers so I can attack his lands a little bit more efficiently. And let's shave a Snapcaster Mage. Actually, let's go ahead and do remands too. I was unimpressed with them. I can get my Engineer Explosives. I've already got my Spreading Seas. So let's just add these bad boys back. Seems like a okay.
Your game has started.
Saying I kept a one land hand. Don't ever do that, people. I was stupid. Could have really hurt myself there. I am not gonna mulligan. Hopefully he does not. Okay. I was expecting a turn 1 Thoughtseize again. I'm gonna keep Engineer Explosives in my hand to keep from. Oh. Well. I'm just gonna cast it for 0. Let him know, hey, you're not gonna be able to cast your tokens. And if at any point I feel threatened enough, I'll just pop it. Turn 1 Ancestral is probably always the best move. Yep. I'm gonna spread and seize that if I have to. Oh, he has got it. Wow, I've not seen anyone run Disenchant in a while. Most people do Wear and Tear. It's an interesting. I'll leave them both. That can go on first. So it looks like I'm gonna have to ping his stuff to death. Oh, we have a viewer. That's cool. By the way, another thing that most Blue Moon decks does not run is a Stomping Grounds. I do because I actually value Ancient Grudge. So since I already run Steam Vents, I splash 1 Stomping Ground just in case in sidebar matches I have to have my Ancient Grudge flashback. Most likely that would be against Affinity. If I'm sure people are aware of what Affinity is. If not, you have not been playing Magic long. Or at least Modern. Well, the second my opponent has an artifact, I am in trouble. Or token, not artifact. Thought I was playing Affinity for a second, I guess. Let's go ahead and drop a small threat. Pia and Kieran is also a new addition to Blue Moons. A lot of Blue Moons used to run just Vendilion Clicks and Snapcasters. Someone would splash the occasional. Oh wow, that's gonna be painful. Some would splash the occasional. Some would splash the occasional Venser. Um, and Venser's probably actually one of my favorite cards. Alright. So, I have an interesting choice. I can throw down Jace, hurt his board. I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and drop his board down. And so now his lands are pretty much useless. Go ahead and draw a card. I'll be drawing Engineer Explosives next. So, I've kind of screwed over his board currently. And now bolted the other, so I don't take any damage for it. So as long as my opponent doesn't throw down a batter skull, I should be fine. I think what I'm going to do instead of... Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to play the Engineer Explosives for 2 and wipe the intangibles. And then next turn I'll just Goblin Dark Dwellers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Next turn I'll Goblin Dark Dwellers and crack the Engineered. And if he goes to play a Bitter Blossom, that will be wipe 2 this turn. But I think my opponent... Oh! Yep. There is that. Looks like killing his land was actually a good move. Because now it's keeping him off white. Wow. And then next turn, I guess I will. Next turn, I'll just play Batterskull and Spreading Seas as last basic land. If I make it to Jace's ult, I'll just take a Sorin. I just cast, right? Yeah, I'll just take a Sorin. And my opponent will probably. Well, didn't. I was expecting a concede. Alright, that's cool. Well, unless my opponent comes up with something crazy, I believe I have this game. Another wonderful mountain. Okay, let's start trying to burn my opponent out. Yep. Oh, boo. I forgot I'd already played the Batterskull. Oh well. Yeah, that's pretty much got it. And that is Blue Moon. Um, that was pretty great. I'm not gonna lie. I was completely surprised by how it ran. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll continue bringing you some Blue Moon recordings. How's that?